talk are you playing?
Told you I'm into that one right now.
Apparently so.
Don't mind me. I'm working on slide.
But this is good, this win. You can swear as much as they want, man. No one will understand.
No one will understand it unless you're whatever language this is.
Unless you understand the song.
Like that.
Yeah, man. That was the English version yesterday during this live stream, bro.
Oh, yeah. There's like three songs.
I thought I picked one up that is all clean.
It was not.
Yeah, you picked one up and you left three behind. Unbelievable. And if that was Santos and I putting that music up, we would have got our asses kicked.
What are you doing? What are you thinking?
What's the matter with you guys? Are you taking this seriously?
Yeah. That's
what we get, bro.
Oh, man.
I did not bring an HDMI cable.
So what are you going to do?
I'm making slides right now. Talk amongst yourselves.
Talk amongst ourselves.
I'm making
Again,
a slideshow
Jeremy,
on
we get to talk amongst ourselves, but this time we're not buried.
We're not looking down and worried about numbers. And
I tell you what, I absolutely woke up with a migraine today. Like, I couldn't. It was unreal.
Well, considering how many fish came in, like, it doesn't surprise you, man. You were hunched over your phone for how long? Like almost the whole day.
Well, my arms went numb yesterday.
Yeah.
Like completely numb.
That's why you need a tablet.
Well, now I got one.
Now he has one, bro.
Hey, everybody thinks we make money on their shit. We lose so much money, we're in the poorhouse. Man, how late will he be? Why, come on. Doesn't matter.
I know, eh?
The show still goes on for over an hour.
Yep.
Anybody win any bets? No. Oh, Eric, what was the over-under?
On what?
On us being on time.
Oh, I looked at the clock and I'm like, nope. We got a few more minutes yet, and I'm still working on things here.
Oh, man. That's because you forgot a cable.
I can't believe I didn't bring an HDMI cable. I just gotta have
How do you not have an HDMI cable, bro?
No, we did not eat Eric's burger.
I ate it. It was cold.
Eat it.
That microwave.
Thank you, Carlo, for bringing us some burgers.
Yes, that was awesome, man.
Morning Mother Fishers, eh?
Okay, this is what we're gonna get. This is the best we're gonna get.
So, what's that?
Whatever slides I'm putting together now, that's the best that's gonna happen.
Whatever, man. It's all good. It's all good. Jeez, is the real Canucks fired up today? Like he's got like 19 messages before we even
already,
started
man.
Here. Holy moly!
You could do the intro. Stop the music and do the intro.
All right. I guess I'll stop the music wherever the music is.
I'm producing from the back here.
Folks, take the HDMI cable off the hotel TV, bro.
I look,
Eric,
man,
Eric, you almost ready?
I'm almost ready. I'm almost ready. Yo,
what's up?
Going on? Look, Eric's still concentrating.
It's because I don't know where I put it. Oh, here it is. Here it is.
Oh my God,
what's happening? Oh, we were giving it to Jay and Clayton Schick there and Joel Nelson, eh? How come you're going on at the same time as our show?
Same time, man. Yeah.
What's going on? Then I'm asking questions. Hey, I've always wanted. That's what I was doing just now. I was on the other podcast talking.
Just load it up with messages, man.
Oh man,
unbelievable.
I was gonna ask if you guys are defrosted or not, but there was no defrosting. That was downright balmy on the lake on the weekend.
That was spring weather, man. Foggy, bro.
My feet were
spring weather.
Look, Eric changed everything. Our names are even gone.
Your name's gone? I didn't do that.
Well, you had to.
Who did it then? Oh, there it is.
Wasn't us. There we go.
Now it's back again. What's going on? It's Monday, January 5, 2024. I am in a hotel room in Minneapolis. Me and Matty Brown are down here for meetings all week. But there's no way I'm skipping out the podcast. We rushed out of the sushi restaurant to get back here to do this.
Nice.
Good to go. Oh,
sushi restaurant.
Kobe. It's called Kobe. And we had, first time in my life, I have never had Wagyu beef. You guys ever had Wagyu beef yet?
I had it once.
It really doesn't sound good.
No, it is amazing,
Wagyu
man,
beef
bro.
is like, I've never had it because I can't afford it. Matty paid for it here, so I got to try it.
I can't afford it.
4 little strips, $10 US a little strip. And then the lady like cooked it on a hot stone in front of us. Oh my Lanta. CDP Nation, you ever had Wagyu beef before? God.
It's amazing, man.
So, like what's all on that Wagyu beef?
No, it's not on it. It's like, I don't know. I probably don't want to know, but it's a way they feed that cow or something.
It's something, it's something with the meat, man.
So they're feeding that bull some bullshit.
Something. But it's so marbled, Mike. Like I've always wanted to try it. It's like really marbled. It's expensive as hell. Like so
it's like the fattiest part of the beef then.
I think the whole cow is like that. But it's just melts in your mouth, bro.
Thanks, Junior.
See, serve the wife hanging beef. I'm out. It's mostly fat, not meat. It's why it melts.
Yeah.
High fat content. I'm sure it's not the healthiest for you, but oh my. They sell it at Costco, Grinning Fish says. Yeah, it's just expensive.
Really?
Yeah.
Totally going to try it now, man.
I'll try it. I'm good for
90% fat. Tastes like
I actually
butter.
even stayed away from the I got to stay away from those mac and minnows. It's not bad right now for me because I have no taste. So
you
any
actually
food that I want to try, I can't. No, right now I could, like I told you the story.
Yeah.
Like I was curious on how long this ham was in our fridge. Open it up,
you hate it?
Smell it. No, I smell it.
Yeah.
It smells shit. So I pull it out of the package. I put my tongue on it, and it was all slimy. I guess it's garbage.
Did you get sick again?
No, I didn't eat it. I felt the sliminess, so I threw it away. That was it.
Big Smoke has Wagyu. It set Tim Butler's barbecue on fire. He says Jerry had it in Australia and Japan, which is like this one it's imported from Japan.
Yeah,
it is fat. It's just man, that's just good. Well, I don't know if I could have a whole steak of it though.
That's why it's tiny strips of it.
Yeah.
I'm thinking though that anytime you cook anything with that much marbling or that much fat, your barbecue starts on fire right away.
Yeah. So, I cook pork on there. It goes on fire. You could have put minnows between slices of bread yesterday. I would have told you it was good, bread. You got to pack food, bro. Thanks for looking. I appreciate. Yeah, man. We're gonna talk today. We're gonna talk a little recap of the Eskimo Ice Fishing Gear Q2 at Warner Road. I had the question on there on YouTube. Where'd all the anglers go? Like it was ghost town out there. I don't.
You couldn't see him in the fog.
You could even see him anyway. When he went out there, you had a tough time finding him.
Even when it was, there were just not many people. So we'll talk about that and why there aren't people fishing right now. We'll talk about down here. Shit, we drove down here 6 hours to get to Minneapolis. There's no snow. It's not plus 12. It's plus 12.
Yeah,
it's crazy because the lake was like that too. There's almost no snow.
It's all
I think Eric was actually looking. Eric was looking for drifts yesterday to hit on the way out.
I was. What the heck? So then, like we were passing by one lake. So there's guys ice fishing, which is cool. You always notice that you drive down here, there's all these different ponds and lakes. So these guys are ice fishing. And then, so they're on there. It's cool watching them. And then a group of like 12 high school kids are jogging in shorts. It was like so surreal, man. Like they're 10 people jogging in shorts. And then freaking right behind them on the lake are guys ice fishing in ice suits, man. It's just so wild.
That's funny, man.
It's wild, man.
Yeah.
Thanks, Andre. Yeah. I don't know.
Lots of people on the east side, Robert Mazer says. I think that's some of it. Some of his people are on the east side or whatever, right? So
yeah. You got to think with all the stories coming out from the west side of ice, like, giving away. People have said, forget it. We won't take any chance. We'll go east side. There's nothing come out from there, right? So
we'll talk. There's a few teams that went to the far east side.
Yep.
They didn't win the tournament out there, so maybe all the fish were. It was for as good as it was still tough. So we'll talk about that there. We got a bunch of other things here that we're going to talk about. I'm going to see if you guys are in and out. What's your first take on digital mounts? Digital. We'll watch
Digital
the commercial on it.
mounts.
We'll watch-
Digital mounts.
Well, you got skin mounts, right? And then you've got what do they call them? What's the fake ones? Replicas.
Yeah, so you're pretty much just talking about a digital print.
And now it's a digital mount, bro. A digigital mount. But
Digital mount, eh?
Yeah. Leon and his speedometer. David Schmidt, hope you feel better, brother. David Schmidt is he's got healing and recovery there. Ryan Knutson, Speedo weather. Oh yeah, Knutson can't wait. He always can't wait to get into his Speedo, that guy. So
it's crazy though. We're talking about the lake and we're talking about no ice, and then I pulled this picture off Facebook right there. You want to share it?
What is that?
It's from Dryden. It's in Dryden.
Dryden, Ontario.
Closed until colder weather returns.
No way.
So if you've ever been to Dryden, that's the boat launch, obviously, and that's the public dock right there.
Yeah.
So now I guess they're getting a little worried.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want anyone to get hurt, I guess, and stuff. I mean, maybe that lake has that lake doesn't really have the thickest ice either, no? Like
No.
No,
I
think
don't
so.
think
Where the plant is, that's an outflow though. There's lots of current there though.
Yeah, lots of current.
It's part of like a river. It's almost like a river system, that whole system there. So yeah, erring on the side of caution.
Better be safe than sorry, right?
I know in Winnipeg at the Forks there, the skating trail's closed again.
They closed it early, man.
Well, it just opened late. It just opened. It was open.
It opened late. Yeah, but I mean, they closed it already. That's like how many months? How long was it open for? A month?
Yeah, it's wild. It's
right?
wild.
So
that fog came back in the afternoon on our end, brother. It did. WJ Stahl is in Orlando. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Everyone watching when you guys are away. You're still watching. Appreciate that. Welcome to the Casting Egg Podcast. It's Mike the Totally Short Fuse, Dragon Boat Jeremy Santos, and yours truly, Eric Labolpa. We'll talk a whole pile of things. I got to go whole pile of videos that we got to go over. It's been stocking up for the last 4 weeks here, so we're going to get on that. If you're new to the channel, give us a sub on Kickerfish. It's 1 hour and a little bit more talking about all things fishing in Central Canada and beyond. And we end up talking about all kinds of things not fishing, but whatever.
They'll find out soon enough, man.
We're crying that we don't have snow. There's 60 centimeters right there.
What am I looking at?
There's a guy standing in front of the doors of Canadian Tire. That's snow above the windows. Junior just sent that to me.
Where, brother?
Look, the snow's right all the way up.
No, but where is it? What Canadian Tire? What town?
It's in out east.
Dang.
Where Prince Edward Island.
Oh, out there. Yeah.
Well, apparently I was just talking to Dan Davies today. They got like dumped on with snow today, 10 centimeters or something.
Shit, knock on wood, I've only had to pull the snowblower out once. So
yeah.
Nova Scotia was there. So Nova Scotia's getting all the snow. Joe Tilley out in Grand Prairie. Boys, if you ever get the chance to go spearfishing, wow. Joe Tilley just came back on vacation there. We saw the barracudas and stuff, brother. Nice work.
Yep.
I don't know if I trust Eric with his spear when he gets mad.
He misses a fish.
We could be in trouble. We'd be running.
Because it's your fault, bro.
I think Mike just called me a spear thrower. I think you did, bro.
I didn't call you a spear chucker.
Well, this is what they do. Leech there in Minnesota, but that's spearfishing, but spearfishing closer to home.
Yeah,
I've never done that either. You guys ever done that before?
No,
nothing like that. No.
Isn't that wild? That's cool though. I mean, that's what all the big sight holes are for, and then they have decoys. You ever seen you've seen decoys, right? These fancy, like, and they can get really expensive too, and they're just decoys, no hooks on them.
Yeah,
calls them in, and then you could grab them like he was doing there, pretty much. That's spearfishing closer to home. I'll have to try that one time there. Can't imagine what all the lake expos are going to be like mid-March. Could be an early into walleye season. I know. I think this icebreaker. I was joking on yesterday that the Icebreaker Series is
It
going
could be on boats, man.
to be on the boat for the championship. But seriously speaking, though, have you ever seen a season end early in Manitoba, as in no more ice before
Before what?
April Fool's Day kind of thing?
No more ice at all?
We've seen the river starting to flow, but the lake was still frozen.
Yeah.
When was that? Maybe
a long time ago.
14. Well, like 2010, 2009, I want to think.
Yeah, a long time ago.
I was fishing at Lockport at the end of March, like a spring break. I was fishing at Lockport. The lake was still frozen, but Lockport was open for open water, and we were catching white bass back when we had white bass. Yeah. So, but what do you guys think this year? You think it's you think we'll be on Lake Winnipeg in the last week of March?
Oh, I think so, but I mean, if it's like this weather, we won't be driving on. We've walked on before, right? We've walked a long time before. But if this weather continues, we're not driving on. Well, I think we can still walk on and fish.
You think, Mike, we'll be on there? I don't know.
I think so. We'll get a cold snap yet.
We got it, man. We can't be that lucky.
It's going to cool down this weekend coming up to back to the -5, -6.
Just need overnight lows. If anyone's wondering, you do need extensions now. Just barely. It's just getting right to the bottom there. So
that way you can get past the 8 inches of water.
Yeah. No, bring an extension now. Look out, Hecla. I'll be okay with fishing in March, Jason says. Woke up today sick as a dog, bro. Oh, feel better, brother. Feel better.
Yeah, like it must have been crappy just sitting in because it was damp all day yesterday.
It was, yeah. But I agree with Clem, man. Winter ain't over yet. We've been lucky. We've been real lucky.
Yeah, that's true.
It ain't over yet, man.
Here's a hot take from Alex, Dr. Barecki. Spearfishing is trash. Bunch of guys killing big breeder pike. No wonder all the Americans come here for pike. What y'all think about that? Spearfishing. They outlawed bow hunting here now, too, in Manitoba. I say here, I'm in Minneapolis, but they outlawed bow hunting because of that, because spawning pike up in the ditches are getting hit instead of suckers.
I don't know.
If you're going to eat them, I mean, it's harvesting, right? You're obviously
If you're going to eat them, that's the way to do it. But whatever. What's the difference between getting them with a spear or getting them with a hook?
Actually, in Manitoba, you can't spear them. You can't. Well, the big ones. You just can't get anything over. What is it, people? 30 inches now.
You can't catch anything can't keep anything that's over.
Yeah, you can't keep anything over, so you'd have to select something that's under. Or maybe we can't spear now because how can you spear something if you don't know the length of it?
You can't.
If they outlawed bow hunting, then maybe they outlawed spearfishing here now.
Yeah, I guess you can't let it go away.
What do you think? Yeah, you can really.
There's no catch and release there.
No, you can, bro. You just got to close its mouth and get rid of the air. You close its mouth
and then send them.
And then send it back down, and then you use your life.
With a weight in his gut.
Like Aaron.
Actually, it's funny you said that because there's another video that's coming out.
From ADub?
No. Now it's natural resources down there again. With
M&R whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, M&R. And they're with Jeremy again. And this, who brought it up? Who was that? Sportsman's Journal. So they actually sent drones down to watch this time.
That's better than
they're using a live scope.
Yeah.
And they sent drones under the ice. And they said they were actually finding dead ones under the ice.
Yeah.
So, and of course, they went right away to that delayed mortality thing.
Yeah, no, it's good. All kind of studying and data is good, and they need to.
One way or the other, Aaron gets his way. He's going to get a study out there sooner, one way or another.
Getting his name out, man.
Joe Tilly. We know. I know the kind of spearfishing you're talking about, brother, man. Yeah. There's lots of cool videos of that, actually, where you're
swimming. You're swimming with
you shoot it. Yeah. And then a shark comes and tries and take it off your.
Oh, are you talking about scuba?
You're spearfishing.
That's spearfishing?
Or whatever. Yeah.
That kind of spearfishing that Joe Tilly's talking about, yeah.
There's no spearing in Saskatchewan, but you can open water spearfishing. Open water. That's like with a pitchfork kind of thing.
In the ditch.
They spear sturgeon down south. Ouch! Sturgeon are like sacred.
Up here anyway.
Here.
That's how we're trained to think, right? I mean, it's
yeah,
sacred, you know.
Well, it's just like muskie are sacred here, and then they go down in the States, they're not sacred.
There's where is it here? If I can get my slides here. Since we're doing this on the fly, I'm going to load it up. Oh, no, I did load it up. Sorry. But speaking of that, there was a wild thing. I told you I'm on a couple different message boards. I don't know if anyone here is on the Sudbury fishing like board kind of thing. But they down there. So I was talking to a guy at the boat show. We'll talk about boat show in a second.
Yeah.
But this guy just got off with the M&R down there. And it's illegal to take a picture with a fish in Ontario that is not a legal keeper. So, for example, the majority of the fish at the Icebreaker at Warner Road, you wouldn't be able to take a picture with them legally. So I asked this M&R guy at the boat show who was there because they had a booth set up to explain the new rules. And yeah, he said, yeah, that if you want to be technical about it, maybe it's technical in Manitoba too, but you cannot take a picture with something that you're not allowed to harvest. Out of season muskie, slot walleye,
yeah,
whatever, sturgeon kind of thing. And I think that's ridiculous. So you go into the whole chat of it, into all the comments. And to set an example, they got some people, you posted up on Instagram and they went to the guy's house on Instagram and you posted a so-and-so fish and you're not allowed to do that. And I'm going to give you a ticket. And
they actually went to the guy's house, bro.
They gave him a ticket.
Well,
really?
Remember, I told you Andrew got one.
An after-the-fact ticket, yeah.
Yeah, he got an after-the-fact ticket for taking a picture with a muskie that was out of season.
So they do that in Ontario. See,
yeah.
Let's get.
I mean, technically, right? Once it's in your possession. I mean, if that's what they consider possession, they have, I guess, they have some sort of right to do that. If that's what they consider possession, is that it's in your hands, out of the water,
like,
right?
Well, you got to measure fish to know that it's. Let's take walleye for example. Just say there's a red zone. There's a new red zone. He was explaining to us that there's this big red zone there now, and like we talked about this on a while back there, and what the regulations are now on zone 5. So that's like Lake of the Woods, Kenora, and they have a big red zone now. It's like you can't take nothing, anything from 19 to 27 or whatever can't be harvested, and by their rules, you can't even take a picture with it.
Yeah.
Right. Now you can you'd have to measure it to know that it's in that section, so you're sort of half possessing it or whatever. But someone can take your picture or video of that process, but you can't do a grip and grin. Technically, he says, and then put it back in the water or whatever. So that's wild. Like that.
But I guess that's considered possession, right?
And they go are they actually ticketing for that? They've been known to do it, but usually they have something else to get you on where. I mean, that's like they're not there to specifically go get that. They probably have you for something else that they, you know what I mean? Like it's letter of the law kind of thing, whether they're going to enforce it or not. They probably got you on alcohol or over limit or something. They want to get you. I don't know. That's like, what do you guys say? Jeff Layden was told by Ontario Conservation Officer when fishing for lake trout an accidental walleye in early May. Yeah. No photos.
No photos.
No photos, eh?
No.
I think that's ridiculous, man.
I mean, you can take a photo, just don't post it. You're never going to get caught if you don't post it, right?
Yeah, and that's what they were saying. Now you just can't post it, but
So you can just post it. You can post it some other day.
Kenora Women's Walleye Tournament, Cheryl says it was changed to multi-species this year just because of that rule. So I asked the guy, that sounds kind of stupid. Like if you're thinking about like tourism and whatnot, or
exactly,
you don't want live well competitions. We talked with Aaron last week about a good discussion about that, and moved over to CPR. That discourages it or hinders it. They're gonna change it. He says like it's on. How long? When? It takes a couple of years to change legislation, but that's going to be changed. That's the plan. So are they actively enforcing it? I couldn't tell you. They can and they have. He says, but
I've only seen one law get changed here.
Who the hell are making these brain dead rules? Give me a break. Yeah, it's very. I mean, okay, you can see where they're coming from. You don't want anyone targeting. You take muskie now, so you're talking about Andrew. You said they got a ticket for that.
Yeah.
You don't want anyone targeting them outside of season just so you can get your shot, and you catch things incidentally, obviously here and there kind of thing, but get it back in the water.
Yeah.
But it just sounds so extreme when you think about walleye. Oh, you got a great fish. Half the time you're not going to keep a big one anyway. You just want to get a photo of it and put it back, and then now you're doing something illegal. That's just wild to me, man.
Yeah. To me, I always thought possession was in the box and that's it. So realistically, are you allowed to put it in the net?
To land it, I guess you have to. Yeah, they said you're allowed to measure it. You got to measure it.
So
if someone can take pictures over your shoulder of you measuring.
So it all depends
what's the difference then? So you measure it and take a picture and you throw it back. What's the difference between just pulling it out, putting it on the floor, measuring it?
Yeah.
No. I'm all thinking, I put all your efforts into education on quick CPR, and then back in.
Are they trying to get people to shorten the time of handling the fish? I mean, is that what the purpose of not taking a picture?
Well, yeah, it really is,
right?
It is. I mean, to do that, if you got an out of season muskie, I wouldn't post anyway. Like, you wouldn't be proud of it. It's not like if you caught an out of season muskie, it's because it's incidental. Like, you didn't mean to catch it. So there's that. Yeah. So, and then you're not going to be showing it off, check it out. And then you actually sat there and got the whole pose for it, for an incidental muskie. So you'd put it back. But in Manitoba, we've got closed sturgeon waters, right? Everything from Powerview Dam to Ontario border of the Winnipeg River is closed, and other sections of the Nelson. But in front of the Pointe du Bois Dam, Slave Falls, you've got endless photos of people with sturgeon because you caught it incidentally, but you still take the pictures. Technically, you shouldn't have those pictures either. No,
you shouldn't.
Well, I mean, you shouldn't. But you tell me you're not going to take a picture of a big fish. Like Mike said, just take a picture, but don't post it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, that's the only problem with, well, there's a couple problems with social media, but everybody who needs to get those likes and clicks, right? So they're going to post it. Next thing you know, you're going to get a like, click, and a ticket. So sometimes, you know what? If you're going to take a photo of it, just keep it. Share it amongst yourselves and don't be a hero.
We were told you couldn't lift a catfish by the stomach for a tournament. Then the next day, the minister was holding one in the Free Press. Wow, you can never go by what politicians do, man. That's
why they're politicians, man.
They're the worst ones for, like, I mean, they don't know, but they don't know the legislation that they're sort of enacting. But what do you mean by, like, to hold it and then support it with the belly? I would definitely encourage that. It's better than just having it by the mouth.
The mouth. Yeah.
Cats, I usually just hold it on the inside, and then just hold by the tail, hold it up.
2 points of support, though, whether it's in the tail or on the belly. You need 2 points of support on a fish, especially a heavy fish. You're talking 25,
especially a catfish, bro.
Yeah. Once you start holding fish vertically that are heavy, their back just like it just does some damage internally, man, and it's just not good. Man.
So if you want to annoy Eric, just hold big fish vertically.
I have a whole thing on that, like really big fish vertically. If you're gonna release them, I'd rather not do that. Seen that too. That was dumb. I don't know. I'd have to see that. Send me the picture. If Unimog catches a 30, he'll take the ticket. Like Mike was saying, if it's worth it today. What if you're showing your buddy the fish? It just so happens to be wearing a GoPro and you take a still from the vid later. Someone asked that in the comments too. Like if you're videoing it, but you just can't grip and grin it towards the GoPro.
Yeah.
You have to
the thing. Okay, but here's the thing. They gotta freaking make that rule kind of black and white, not black, gray, and pink, purple, and white. Like define retaining a fish. Like what is it?
Yeah.
The second you put it in the net, you're retaining it. Or am I wrong?
When it's in your boat.
No.
Am I right or am I wrong?
No, you're wrong. Like in actual, like the actual fine print in legislation that's filed in law, a landing net is permitted to safely land a sport fish.
Okay.
So that's allowed.
When you bring it into the boat, put it on the floor.
No.
If you're measuring it,
you're supposed to unhook it in the net.
Then how the fuck are you going to get it out?
And measure it. You wouldn't know that. I mean, you're allowed to come and measure it if it's a wall, like it's a slot.
Well, then they should make it black and white, not.
Yeah.
play these stupid politic games.
But if it's a species, like if you know you can't catch a sturgeon, for example, well then there's no sense.
Then just unhook it beside the boat. You don't have to.
That's what they say. Out of season muskie, don't bring it in the boat. You unhook it on the side. If you bring it out, you're toast. You're toast. Anyway, Daryl Olson. Oh, sorry, Daryl Olson won't. So you won't be able to YouTube those fish either. Then. No. Wow.
No, you're not supposed to. You can.
No, you can. You can catching it, and then not bringing it out of the water. You're unhooking it at the side.
Just do some really good editing.
You watch who watches like blackfish, black tip H or whatever. Some species they aren't allowed to be getting like say a big grouper. It doesn't leave the boat. Like they cut the hook or they on the side of the boat. They hooked it.
It's staying in the water the whole time.
There's something they have big crazy regulations down there too, and you'll know when they can't take it. It's cut right at the side there and stuff, right? So yeah, you can. I mean, I don't know. Anyway, that's just for me. That was like wild, man. I don't know. Nick says there's a difference between catching fish out of season and one that's in season, but the size is in the red zone. Yeah, season you wouldn't be able to take a pic of a red zone fish. They don't hold any distinction between that. If you can't eat it, you can't photo it in your hand. Taking a photo, you can't pose with it. Is a better word actually. Interesting. COs watch social media closely. They do nowadays, and that's a different thing that they actually.
So it's a weapon for them, man.
Well, just like
it helps
job recruiters, human resources use social media to do reference checks on you now. Instead of calling your references, they'll just
look
kind
at
of
social
bullshit
media
putting up on online.
I think that's a little different than taking a picture of a fish.
No, it's being incriminated by your social media. It's the exact same fucking thing. Yeah. That's the world that you're in now. Is that if you're not allowed to possess it.
Good thing I don't know how to use technology.
Don't put it on Instagram is basically the thing here. In Ontario, anyway. That's just, but they say they're gonna change it. That's just wild to me, man.
What do you say they're gonna change it? They're gonna change that there?
They're gonna reword it there, yeah. They're gonna reword it where that can't be, where it's not a thing, where you can catch photo release things. They probably won't change. I'm sure they won't change the out of season stuff. No one can take a picture with
not those
muskie in May, for example. It just can't be done.
Yeah.
Right. But it's more like the walleye thingy or something like that. So,
yeah, I guess so. Whatever.
Yeah, YouTube.
I'll just keep the picture to myself.
YouTube would be more if you were doing it. If you're doing something illegal, period, then of course even video would be way more incriminating.
Yeah.
So don't grip and grin it towards the camera. That's the only thing. Yeah. Legislating rubber net strips would have more impact than banning pictures. I like it. I don't like those. What are you called? Those kind of nets, the sewn kind of fabric nets or whatever.
The nylon or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Fish get caught in there all the time.
The hooks, everything, man.
Kalen's has a new net, bro. Kalen's has a new net. Kalen's fishing. You gotta see it, man. It's
oh yeah.
Good. Oh, by the looks of it, we'll be using it in a couple of weeks already. It's coming, bro.
No kidding.
If you're just joining us, we're halfway through another power hour of the Cast and Egg podcast. We were just talking about getting ticketed for taking photos of illegal fish. We'll keep that discussion going on another show for sure. Big shout out to our season 7 Hardwater sponsors, Piatt's West Campground, Team Fu Automotive, Eskimo Ice Fishing Gear, Big Smoke Barbecue, Gone Fishing Tech Video Security, and Island Beach Custom Lures is sponsoring the Kids Beast of the Week this winter. So that's cool stuff. Appreciate you. You caught an otter.
Yep.
Grab my Tulabee. Biggest fish of his life until it drowned, and you pulled a dead otter. What? Sounds like a very violent interaction here.
It drowned, so he pulled it out of through the hole.
But when he posted the picture online, is the point. It wasn't long before COs were contacting him. They monitor everything, man. Ice fishing Manitoba, they're on there.
They're looking.
Yeah, they're on there. They're on there. Crazy. Can you broadcast? We'll do it up from a boat. I'm not even kidding. We'll do it from the boat if
we'll do it from anywhere.
Yeah. You know what? On social media, even if you don't tag anything, other people could share and tag like these other people, man. So you could just post it just for your friends, but someone else could like link it to COs or wherever, man. Like,
yeah.
Right.
Movie star. Thanks for joining us on YouTube there. The movie star Oscars are coming. Just don't post where you are fishing. Yeah. I don't know if you can geolocate things now if the meta is on these photos and stuff, but you just can't post it. That's the whole thing. Just don't. I guess.
Somebody actually agreed with Alex.
Agreeing with Alex. Every
it's like
week,
sleeping with the devil, for Christ's sakes.
Oh God,
Dr. Barecki. Big Smoke Barbecue in Steinbach. We've got a promotion going, a contest every month. The best recipe of cooking harvest. So not Wagyu beef, because I don't know how you would.
No way. Well, maybe you could hook a cow in a pond in the States or something.
I wonder how would you
Just
know?
don't take a picture with it.
What's a Wagyu cow look like? I'm curious because I'm killing one if that's the case. But
It's like, they look like us fat guys.
oh jeez.
This is a recipe qualifier for a $100 gift certificate to Big Smoke Barbecue. Who sent this in, Mikey?
Jonathan Witchers, I guess it's Witchers. Jonathan Witchers. He gave you the recipe, everything. It's all there.
That's a detailed recipe right there. We'll put that up on Doc Talk if you are.
Yeah.
It's on Doc Talk.
Yeah,
That's
I'm pretty sure it's up there already.
Oh, okay.
It's already up on there.
Yeah. So obviously he fixes cars for a living because his freaking nails are just as grimy as mine. I started laughing right away.
Step number 1, wash your hands.
Yeah. Hey, it adds flavor. What are you talking about? Come on.
Covers the scent.
Quaker State fish tacos. Okay, that's a good one. I think that's my pick for get your recipes in there. Send them to us or put them up on Instagram or share it on Doc Talk. And one lucky winner a month will get a $100 gift certificate to Big Smoke Barbecue. Cool stuff, man. That's awesome.
Somebody brought up Q3. We might as well talk about Q2.
Yes.
Q2 at Warner Road. Where were all the anglers? We had 29 teams out there, and that was a lot of the traffic on this. There were people out there, but it's for +4 weather. Usually that lake, if there was any kind of warm weather, it'd be shoulder to shoulder out there, figuratively speaking.
Exactly. Yeah.
There was no one on the lake. Rob Mazur said everyone was on the Balsam side, I guess. Yeah. You think it's that? Or you think people are scared of melting ice?
Well, I don't know. I don't think it's that. I mean, maybe a lot of people got held back because of the weather. It was pretty foggy, drizzling.
Foggy too, right? I mean, you got to think some people have to put into play the ice conditions, and they think that, okay, all this warm weather's coming, like the ice isn't as good. And some people have heard the reports of like things going through, so okay, we're not going to go there. We'll go to the east side instead.
People have been hearing that Gimli's been Husavik in that area has been pretty good. Same like with the Gull Harbor. Yeah. Same with Gull Harbor was on fire. So
fishing's been phenomenal. I mean, they're gonna have slow weeks where whatever is keeping them from munching, but it's been really good. I mean, look at the weights. Like let's look at the scores from the tournament here while we're on it. Everyone can see that. They're like, shit, another 41-pound bag won it. Like, I mean, over 2 days, you're talking about like
you needed
81 pounds, 82 pounds if it was 2 days, for example. Shit.
Like you practically needed 30 pounds just to crack top 10.
Yeah.
So like this, you know, my wife and kids saying it's nice, let's go do something. So I guess that's what it is, man. We're doing something in the city.
Doing something else.
Yeah.
Not fishing.
Yeah. I think it's a mixture of a whole pile of things, but what were you saying, Mike? That's a whole pile of fish. And it's nice that we put up the lengths for the 5 fish. You can actually see what it takes and you can compare it to your own day out there and stuff. Someone was saying something. Well, my day yesterday would have put me in 29th place, like in last place, because, you know, there's some hard fishing. There's guys out there like, where's all the fish? You're looking for tournament guys? Like, we're looking for, I kept saying tournament boats out there. I'm looking for tournament boats. Well, where are these guys catching all these fish? Because we're not catching nothing. They're saying, really? We just came from one that not 1.5 kilometers from you right here, and they're seeing a million. Go over there. I said it. So are the sticks doing the tour, the pro tour here? Are they that good? Are our anglers better than the average angler on Lake Winnipeg? Is what I'm asking.
Well, most of these guys probably are, because they're using their electronics to their full ability, right?
They're hunting them, right? They're hunting them down. They're not just sitting and waiting. For the most part, you're
not just drilling 3 holes with a live scope in the middle or a flasher, and then you're sitting there waiting. You just can't wait these things out there. You got to go chase them. It's a different game now. So that's what they're doing. They're punching holes, and if they see them 60 feet away, they're going over. Well, you've seen it. You see them trying to
how many
over top
teams?
the fish, man.
Yeah, how many teams did you go visit out there yesterday, Eric? Because I think they're all doing the same thing for the most part.
We saw like 7. Me and Justin came
Yeah.
across 7 teams. The service was getting weaker and weaker the farther east we went at the mouth there. So we turned back. But yeah, you're right, man. To a T. They all had a forward-facing sonar system. They all had a grid of holes.
And they're quarterbacking, right? They're
sharpshooting and quarterbacking. You got one quarterback, or they would quarterback each other because if both anglers had a unit, and they'd point that way. And if there was no hole there, they would drill.
Yeah.
And even if that hole only got used for that one drop, they're doing it. And then,
but that's the thing. That one drop could be the difference between cashing a check and not, right? Like you look at Aaron and Martin. You were sitting there. I don't even think he shuts a snow bear off. He doesn't sit there long enough.
No, those guys have ADD, man. They're like, so me and Justin were talking there. We were with them for about 20 minutes fishing this one spot. And they have a 360, Humminbird 360. They've got 2 Garmin live scopes and they've got a Markham LX7. And those are their weapons of choice. And all those units were showing fish and big ones too. Yeah. And they still left. They don't want to go. We're not going to sit here and wuss around with them. We're going to go for ones that want to eat. Wow.
Yeah.
But we had that discussion, remember?
They left and caught a 30.25, right? They caught a 30.25 after they left us in the last hour.
Yeah. So, well, you asked that question when we were live. You said, would you stay? And I said, no, I wouldn't stay. If they're not going to bite, why am I going to stay? I might as well go find something. I'll come back later.
And that's crazy because I know Mike before used to say, I'm not going to leave fish. And now like it's a different thing where you're leaving fish.
I'll leave. I'm leaving fish. If they're not going to eat, I'm leaving. There's no point in me sitting there waiting for them. I could sit there for 2 hours and they won't bite, and then all of a sudden they just vanish.
That's hurt you before in competitions, eh? Boat or on the ice, like just waiting. Yeah. They'll turn on eventually, man. That bite window's got to come eventually, and then that might be at 8 o'clock at night, so it doesn't count.
Exactly, that's the problem.
Yeah.
So you might as well leave, come back. If they're still there, maybe they're going to be in a more active mood. If not, go find something that's active.
Yeah. Like Wayne G said, your average anglers don't move. They set up and hang out and wait. So then it's no surprise that the pros that we're calling, I mean, the elite anglers here are catching bigger weights because the pressure's on, and it's a live leaderboard. So if someone's on fish, everyone's seeing it live. You could they go check YouTube, and holy smokes, we got to pick up the pace here. You know you have to do something because you're behind the pace. So guys are active, going. Like, I mean, Junior and Michael Rivette, there were, that's more the oddity than the norm to be able to park on one spot and just the fish are going and you never have to leave. That's a dream scenario, right? Like you just land on a pod.
Especially in that weather they won in, man.
And it was cold if you're setting up camp.
So
they had the kerosene heater going, or whatever propane heater going hard there. You're not breaking camp, man. But
no,
especially with a big lead. But I can see it, man. Like I got a question here. Better than I. Oh, that's the other one. That's who is it? Barecki. Any reason that we go off of weight instead of total length? Is there a reason why we use a conversion chart from the lengths instead of just adding up lengths?
I like weight better. Weights always sound better.
It's kind of whack. Oh, congratulations to Trevor Hebert and Chad Unruh. They won with a total of 137 inches or whatever. It just sounds it's lame. It's like the whole long history of tournament angling, it goes by weight. Fine, we're getting pushed out of doing weight. It's fine, it's all good. We're adapting, catch, photo, release. But we're still going to use a conversion chart to convert it to what a weight would be. So I had a comment yesterday too. Someone told me, you got to change. You got to update your conversion chart. It's not accurate. Why? Was it like it's the same for everybody? Oh, it's the same for everybody. I'm sure as long as you're making it the same for everybody. But this, I caught a 26 incher, and there's no way that 26 incher is only what I think it's like 7 pounds on the chart.
Yeah.
Wow, shit. I mean, we're talking greenbacks here. They're fat, and some years they aren't, but they're fat. Your average 24 incher is way heavier than what an accepted 24-inch walleye everywhere else is. So as long as the conversion chart's the same for everybody, it's all good. We could call a 24 incher 30 pounds and just use the same chart that goes up. But It's funny that there's like, what are you doing, man? You got to change that chart to make it reflect accurate. Nah, I don't think it's that important to do that because they're fat this year, you know.
Good thing you reminded me. I got to do something here. I forgot, so you can keep talking.
Talk amongst yourselves. Santos, what about what you think about that, bro?
What's that about yesterday? The ending was, I think it was one of the most exciting things, man. With that, the leaderboard was going up, it was changing, and the leaders were like flip-flopping back and forth, man. And then last 5 minutes left, that 30 and 0.25 came in. It's like, you can't beat that, man. You can't. Right? And we had a 30 come in maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes before that one. Man, me and Mike were just like, holy crap, man. Just like, it was crazy.
Yeah, Catfish Cup is in inches, Darren says. Yeah, but there's no long history of catfish weight tournament. You have no frame of reference for it, so you go with inches then, because that's what we go by here. We go by, well, everyone knows a 37 is a really good catfish. A master angler is 34, so that's what you go by. But there's no long history of freaking the Pro Catfish Tour, whatever pounds. I mean, there's no.
Well, that'd be like me with Whisker Wednesdays.
We go by inches there, yeah.
We go by inches. I'm not going to convert.
Because that's what we go by, right? Now you just go by what like. That's why the bass tournaments to like even if they go CPR, NBA is not going anywhere. It's going to come back in for another season. If they go CPR on the Manitoba side, I don't see them not converting. Like inches is a little whack though to do it that way, man. I don't see that. How accurate is that conversion? We were just talking about if it's false, everyone will get used to total length. It's close to accurate. I mean, AIM. This chart is based off of the AIM tournaments we've been running for a long time in Minnesota. You know, like if you had to guess what a 26-incher is, 7 pounds is the thing. You know, 30 incher is 11 pounds. Like it's around there. Yeah. Randy Hebert caught a big 32-inch walleye in practice. They scaled it 14 pounds on the Rapala scale. Yeah, and that sounds exactly right. See how fat these walleye are, you know, but. The conversion chart doesn't have to be accurate, Rick. I don't see what the point of that is.
It really doesn't matter because everything's got. You can give them whatever weight you want. It's just that's what it is, right?
But he says if it's false, then everyone will just get used to the total length. Nah, I ain't got to get used to shit. We're already doing catch, photo, release, man. Why you gotta get? I don't have to get used to anything. We're already doing the catch, photo, release, man. Weight is going the way of the gas auger. I hear you, bro. We're gonna keep fighting it for a little bit still. Is it possible to get more accurate doing length and girth measurements? But why? What's the need? I don't see the need if it's the same for everybody.
Now you're adding another measurement.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, you fuckers come sit at that table for fucking 6 hours and look at photos.
But again, now you're going to measure girth, so you're handling the fish even more now.
The fish is out too long. There's no need to do girth.
No, leave it to girth. Oh man.
Here, I'm going to settle the argument. We're fucking leaving it the way it is.
No, but you could. No. This just to close it up, just to close up the thing, is because the whole point is that we said it ourselves. Not all fish are the same. There's a fat 28 and a really skinny 28.
Yeah.
So it's nice to get. That's why we like the weigh tournaments, because it's nice to get credit for a heavier fish.
Yeah.
And now you could do it in CPR if you start throwing more tangibles in there, but at a certain point it gets too cumbersome. Like, why would we do that? Especially on a winter fishing tournament. Like we were lucky yesterday for being at +4 outside, but we wouldn't add another component to it. That would just be too much. Bro. Too much. What you got, Mikey?
Nothing. I'm not saying shit. No. I might say something and offend somebody. They might cry.
Last week you said CPR, Eric. Oh my God, you literal fucker, Gergats. I mean, like, I like weight tournaments. I would not like if KBI went to like a length tournament. Oh my God,
I wouldn't do it.
No, man. Like, but do I see the benefits of CPR? Hell yeah, for sure I do. Heck, we run CPR. If we didn't like it, I wouldn't run it. I'm freaking running the Selkirk Walleye Championship, the Red River Walleye Classic, and 4 or 5 icebreaker tournaments. We like CPR. I mean, it's good. Do I prefer weight? And do I think weight is a more indicative factor of who had the best day? Yeah, 100%. So, I mean, we exactly, do. Yeah. Do I think 2 days is better than 1 day? Yeah. Heck, and 3 days is even better than 2. If you're trying to find who was the better angler that weekend, obviously, the more you add to it, the more layers you add, and you're still, making it harder. It lets the fluke something out, right? But yeah, we deal with what the lemons that we have. We'll make lemon juice and hot chocolate out of it, bro.
I mean, it's kind of hard to have a weight tournament in the middle of winter. So
Alex Berkey, shut the hell up. I'm getting tired of this stupid shit or whatever. Accept it, Eric. Don't fight it.
Don't fight
exactly
it.
what we're doing, brother. Exactly what we're doing.
it's funny how everybody can critique a tournament that they're not running. Here's the deal. When you're going to sit there and do all these measurements and go completely bug-eyed by the end of the day, do you really think that you need to add another measurement into the bullshit? I don't think so.
If you're trying to. But Hem's was saying, like, if you converted it to just length, it would end up being the same. It made no difference. It's just cosmetic, like you said. It's just
weight looks better, right?
You like the sound of the weight better.
Yeah, that's all it is, bro.
Yeah.
Because in your head, you're thinking, holy, 41 pounds? That's a lot of weight.
Thing. Yeah.
110 inches. So what? Who cares?
Just for a frame of reference. But some people have way better reference with length now if you aren't a historical weight tournament angler.
Yeah.
Hence, all the lengths are pictured on there. Like, that was one of my things telling the Keystone guys before, is it'd be nice if you just put down what the lengths are too, just to know what comprises a 50-pound bag, and then you have an idea, right? If you see 530s on there, holy shit. Like, that's like, so you have both. It is, though, is just the same weight, bro. It's the same thing. You could have put a total length of inches there and it'd be the same or whatever.
Well, let's go through the top 10 anyways.
All right, brother.
And if everybody else wants to do their girth, they can go do the girth in the bathroom.
They can run their own tour, man.
You have the top 10 list, brother, man. I just got a photo at the end here. Thanks again to Eskimo Ice Fishing Gear for sponsoring part 2 on the tour there. We got part 3 on February 25 coming. That's awesome. But yeah, you have what's the top 10 list, brother? Like 10th place. Oh, yeah. Jomar and GJ 11th. But look how close that is. If you guys can see it.
By what, a quarter
That's
inch?
Crazy, man.
Yeah.
Not even, bro. Where's your Asian math here? 29.
I can't see that, man.
Oh yeah, you're blind.
Well, it's going to have to be. It's going to have to be by a quarter inch. We can't say an eighth. We don't go by eighths here.
That was close. And the top 10 get prizes, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is cash.
Yeah.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10 prizes, and then 1 to 29th get points relative to their standings. And the top 20 make the LaSalle Insurance and Travel $10,000 first place series championship in March. So every spot counts. So these guys, every quarter inch that you're upgrading, if you move up a spot, could be the difference between qualifying or not, right? So yeah, man, people are pretty stoked if you're up there. Good job for Jomar and EJ. They're back in the running because they had a 25th place last time. But 10th place, Brandon Elliott, the Cowboy Angler, and Brendan Staska, who is on the tour now. As a
that was
only,
the late
only
fish.
for the one. He's not there for the next one.
I think he's going to be the next one too now. I think it is.
Is he in? Is he in now?
Is he in?
I think he's the new partner. They have a 10th place finish together. I think he's in now.
Oh my god!
But those guys climbed up pretty big with that last fish of I think it was a 20. One fish at the end, man.
Yeah.
I'm out on girth. You lost me at girth. But 9th, Andrew Piotrowski and Ian Price. So we never saw them on the ice because they ended up telling us they fished. One of 2 teams, Perry and Daniel, went all the way out that way too to Balsam Bay.
That's right.
All the way from Warner all the way across the lake.
How long did you say the ride was? Like 50 minutes or so, an hour?
An hour.
An hour for Perry to get back. Yeah. And Andrew
I think that
Ian took 50 minutes.
And I think the difference is probably the depth that both teams are fishing in.
Deeper water there.
Well, somebody was fishing in deeper water, and I don't think the other guy was fishing as deep.
The bite is on out there, though. I mean, really is like out that way.
It is.
So, and they're excited because February 25 is back on that side again. And within a really close drive, you got anywhere from like say Sunset Beach all the way to Prudence.
Yeah.
Within a reasonable time frame kind of thing. It's not a long drive. So you don't, all the strategy comes into play too, right? On how far you're willing to drive and you're giving up. That's like me and Santos leaving Kenora and going all the way to Sioux Narrows doing 50 miles an hour, 40 miles an hour. It takes an hour. Are you willing to give up an hour's time to get on top of fish? But 9th place finish though. Good job, guys. Nice work. 8th place, Blake and Ty. So Blake and April. Ty is the alternate. They came in 4th last week. So they're really doing good in points and prizes now. Another good finish there. So we were talking earlier about leaving fish. They were marking the fish in that same area, and they said they weren't leaving. We were going to die here. So we're going to die here. whether we get these guys to go or not. And they ended up getting a late one too that got them back into 8th place. Like one of their late ones was a 24 and a half, I think, was at the end.
Yeah, it's 24 and a half.
Yeah, so that got them right back into there. So cool. What about Simpson and Wojcik in 7th?
7th. They finished 7th the first time around. They finished 7th again.
And it was another comeback for them too, because they were down. They were down low for a bit. Yeah.
Val was saying, like, these guys are pretty consistent. I might have to pick them for my fantasy.
Oh shit, that's it.
Oh, here we go.
Now that she picks them for fantasy.
Down the tubes.
Oh, she was angry. She was firing people yesterday.
Give us Val's 5. Who like we have, if you're not familiar, we have fantasy fishing for each event.
I have to go grab it from upstairs. I'll go grab it upstairs.
Yeah, please, man, if you could. Each team has a team number. It's hidden on the chart here, but they do have team numbers, and you just pick the team numbers or your specific anglers kind of thing, and you get points for your 5 picks and what places they've hit. And the lowest number is what wins, kind of thing. So the winner was out of the U.S. Mike will tell us in a second who that was. But yeah, I wonder who picked Simpson Wojcik there, because that's 2 weeks in a row. You should be picking him for the next one.
Yeah, I think Mike said that winner, his list got him 123 points, and I think the maximum points you get is like 140 or something.
Yeah.
So he got 123 points.
Oh, yeah. Wait. What? Isn't even if you pick the right first place, if you pick Trevor and Chad, don't you get 1 point for that? Is that not how it is?
No, you get 30 points.
Oh, you just go the other direction.
I got you. I go in the other direction. So Val had it would have been, look, I didn't even have the list here. I got to freaking close this off, get another screen open.
And Wojcik didn't have to use the quad as a submarine to find fish. We laugh because he's safe.
We can joke about that now, man.
But I was teasing him too. Oh, your quad looks dry, bro. At least this time
it's clean.
I just compared 11th to 10th. 11th would have beat 10th. Oh, so look, I was gonna say, correct me if I'm wrong about the length going. 11th would have beat 10th if using length, but the tournament is weight as it should be. Curious. I want to go back and like check it all now. That's cool.
Val's pick was Chase and Tanner, and then Jason and Russ.
14th.
Yeah.
And then James and Randy.
10th. Oh no. Where's James and Randy? 12th.
Troy and Shane.
Oh, that's why she was mad at them. Troy and Shane came in 23rd.
Yeah, she's mad at them. And Aaron and Martin. Those were her picks.
Yeah. Second. A lot of people are picking them. I mean,
so here's the winner. I'll give you the winner's picks.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay, so he picked Dave and Darren.
Yep.
And Jason and Russ. And he picked Bailey and Greg.
Okay.
And
that's a low one.
Aaron
Bailey
and Martin.
13th. Okay.
Aaron and Martin.
Second.
And then Brandon and Jesse.
And that's
4th.
Yeah.
And I forgot to announce those guys on the awards live there. Like Brandon, I just skipped them, but Brandon and Jesse congrats in 4th place.
They were worried that they did something
wrong.
We
didn't finish, man.
They thought they got DQ'd or whatever. Yeah. Reesmeyer, what's the fantasy pick prize? There's still to be determined. It's sponsored by Holiday RV and Marine in Steinbach.
We got a tent and a heater from them, but I've got a prize for Reese. Like it's just some stuff I threw together. We got.
Oh, he won the first one.
Yeah,
that's right.
So
nice.
But the winner from this one, I'm gonna say his name wrong. Matt Scheel. Yeah. He's from Wisconsin. Like I'm literally shipping. The prize
with me. I'm already here.
I'm shipping. Oh, you didn't tell me you were going to Wisconsin. I didn't even put the prize together until now.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, finish your top 10.
Anyway, down to just to finish off Dave and Wojcik, Simpson and Wojcik. We can't do a cool under pressure because it's a 1-day tournament. It's like, what would you do the cutoff?
Yeah.
I mean, you could do a cutoff whoever's in the lowest place, the 3 o'clock shutdown, not the 3 o'clock darkness.
Yeah.
Blackout. And then whoever makes a jump. But I mean, that just adds another thing for us to do math on, and we're not good at that. So we're not doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just something else to keep track of. Yeah.
You do a cool under pressure on a 1-day tournament. It's just, I don't know. That's because people just wouldn't enter their fish, then they won't enter fish all day. Oh, 350. We have 0 pounds. And then all of the last 10 minutes, just entering fish.
Bam.
You know what you could do? You know what a good way to do it, the opposite of that is like markers where you're whoever's, you could have secondary prize for like top 5 at noon, that kind of thing or whatever. And that would encourage getting their fish entered in a timely manner. So, but
no matter.
We're not gonna worry about that for now, bro.
We're not looking at that.
We're not gonna worry about that.
6th place, Peter Weedman and Steve Sasaki. Nice work by them. They weren't happy with their performance in Q1. Way better showing on this one here. So a 22, a 24 and a quarter, 25.75, 23 and a quarter, and a kicker fish. And that's what a kicker fish is like. They had a 29.25 kicker that anchored that weight there. So good job, boys. Nice work there. Apparently Weedman had the hot hand this weekend. So
yeah,
awesome.
Nice.
Sweet. Then the starts to get to the cash. Jason Hildebrand and Russ Thiessen, no stranger to the money. And then Brandon Kintop and Jesse Gimmiteric, 4th place. Give them their flowers for this one here because I completely forgot about them. But that's a good bag. 24.75, 28.75, 25, 24, 24. So if you're out there fishing for rec or whatever in practice, and you're trying to know what's a good day. I mean, in any given time, that would be a great bag. But in a tournament, that's good enough for 4th place right now. 28.75. Not the shot. You got to shout out Monty and Steven Klopak at the bottom there.
They didn't catch a master, but they caught a master.
They got the 10th longest fish of the tournament there. So there was 10 masters caught. That's pretty cool. And then Jeff Lauren, Branco Momola, 2nd last tournament, 3rd this time.
Yeah.
They must be in the lead. I didn't calculate the points yet, but they got to be in the lead for points, I would imagine.
Oh, they're good. Yeah, they should be. You think they should be
2nd and 3rd. Yeah, they're going for team of the year.
Well, yeah, they're definitely in 1st right now.
They almost had big fish for a bit there. Tell us about that 30 and a quarter. You guys were the scorekeepers. When did that 30 and a quarter come in? Last hour?
Last hour.
Last 10 minutes, that 30 and a quarter.
Well, no, we booked it in at the last 10 minutes, but
yeah.
Like, it was
what was the time?
There was like 15 minutes left by the time we processed it, right?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. So
thanks, Jason. Appreciate you, brother.
Dan
Davies, no white bass yet.
That was Aaron Eck, right? So I'll go back and look because Aaron Eck seems to send in 500 pictures at once.
And then Aaron Ike, and Martin Hesby. I mean, they've won a couple tournaments last year on the tour. I think they haven't finished lower than 3rd. The Q1 was their lowest finish, and they were 10th place in Q1, and that was their lowest finish in these tournaments. So right back to the money for them in this tournament year. And that bag was a 24 and a quarter, 28.75, 25.25, 24.75, and a 30 and a quarter in the last half hour. That almost got them the win. Not quite enough.
353. I got the picture at 353.
Did you process that fish there? Wow.
I came in at 353.
Oh, that's when it came in. Yeah.
Came in. I'm telling you, man. Less than 10 minutes that one came in.
Isn't that wild, eh? 30 and a quarter right at the end to take big fish. That's $200 for them too. Adds to the total. And then 1st place, Wojcik was saying that they were cooler under pressure. Hebert and Unraw. Remember when I said, was this 12? Before me and Justin left to go do lives.
They had nothing.
They were down. I was saying, do you think the winner is going to come? This is 12:30 now. We were waiting for Skip the Ridges to show up. And I was like, do you think the winner will come from beyond this top 10 right now? And it's tough. You think, well, maybe, but you wouldn't think they would jump from, I think they were 18th at that time.
Yeah.
To all the way to 1st. You guys were there when they started putting them in there. Were these all back to back, like these masters?
Yeah, they started coming one right after the other. Because I talked to them at the end, and they said that if they marked small fish, they left. They were looking just for big fish. Yeah. And then at about 12:30, said, "Well, man, we better get something in." Yeah. So they started sending some photos in. They started catching some fish and then sending them in. So
that's got bigger and bigger, though, man.
I just interrupted this one here. Blake Morgan. He got razzed on his page there saying that you only catch big walleye because you go to Lake Winnipeg all the time, and he's from Western Manitoba. So he just wanted to prove all the haters wrong there.
I love that.
Walleye doesn't matter where, bro. You can catch them anywhere. You're a good stick. You're a good stick. Congrats there on that big beauty beast of the week competitor there. Nice.
I love that. That's perfect.
Nice.
Blake Morgan. Hey, cool stuff. But yeah, you were saying there, I mean, that's good for those guys. So they were moving around a lot, the winners then. So they didn't just stick in one spot.
Yeah, nobody stuck around. Like a lot of those guys in the top didn't stick around. They just buzzed around everywhere.
And when the weather's like that, you could fish 2 trucks, 1 truck, whatever it is, a couple of quads. You could do all kinds of
Move
things.
around, man. Yeah.
So, hats off. All those anglers fish hard. They fish hard, man. Like, I mean, like, we only see what we couldn't catch up with some because they kept moving. Me and Justin were pointing, okay, that team and that team.
Yeah.
And by the time we do one live, when we look up, they're gone to a different spot already. Like, so they're working hard out there, man. And it's showing in the standings where a 20-pound bag, you can have it like Rick said, there's a lot of 22 to 25-inch fish this year, but you can average that and it doesn't get you anything. Like, you're down in the standings, man. Like, holy, geez,
got to get those big fish, man. Like, and even
another,
two masters still doesn't guarantee you a win.
No. And I just have to point out another notable year, one more notable. They're back at the bottom, unfortunately, but Brett Herekasi and Devin Fossey, the young guys, 17 and 18, they were 10th place for a bit there. They had their 10th place screenshot moment.
Yeah.
But they just couldn't upgrade on these 21s to get anywhere. So that doesn't get you anything down there. So, but hats off to them. They had a way better day. They were right in the right area. They were in the middle of all these other boats that we saw out there, other teams.
Yeah.
They're just, hats off to them to keep competing. And I told them, man, go to the next one, man. Next one. You're going against some really good sticks here. So it's nothing to hang your head on here, man. You're catching fish with all these sticks. So get out there.
This is a tough group, man.
It is, man. Yeah.
Thanks to Sheldon and Jim for giving us some Cloverdale food there.
I know. I wasn't going to mention Sheldon and Jim with the one fish that they had a tough weekend, they said, man, but they gave us the pepperettes, which is awesome. I appreciate it. That was good.
That's
stuff.
pretty much what we had.
Awesome, man.
Until the burgers showed up.
So the burgers came.
Yeah.
Michael, queue up. If you could queue up, brother, a beast of the week, and I'll just chat quickly about the boat show. This is Nash sitting in that. Some of you went to the Winnipeg Boat Show and RV show that went on at the convention center on the weekend. This is the Skeeter Santos. Guess how much that Skeeter is, bro? On sale.
On sale? 115 grand.
129. You're close.
Price
is right. You can go over.
Is that what he was trying to deal on, or what?
No, Nash tried to trade in my tiller for a competitor FSX 185. So he was working a deal at Fun Motorsports on his own, but he needed me to sign, so I'd have to sign for it. But they were giving him money on his trade-in. And shit, they almost had me. It might happen. You could trade in pretty good right now. And my boat's in good condition, man. Like, shit. It's I don't know. I might do it. I don't know. I wouldn't mind getting in a wheelboat again.
You're gonna do it, bro.
I don't know. We'll see.
You're gonna get all these calls and everything out. You're buying a boat.
Yeah. Hey, let's go do this beast of the week.
Shit. Beast of the week brought to you by Team Fui Automotive. What do we got? We got contenders this week. I haven't seen nothing on the road here.
Okay, well, we'll do the kids first.
Doesn't even
I'm gonna have to do the slides now. Jesus.
I might got to do it all, bro. I don't have nothing here.
Oh my God.
Is this Mark Booty's?
Yeah.
Mark Booty,
Red
that's his group. Yeah.
Flaking shack. He said, leave his shack alone. He said last time.
Yeah. So Jace got a 24. And then Ethan got his first time on the ice at 22. And then the young ladies there with Pike.
Sweet.
So that's what they got there. And then next one, Luke Lowen, fifth master. He's got his specialist.
Was that his fifth?
Yeah, that's his fifth right there that he's holding right now.
There you go.
Then they're all in the winter. I was looking at, they're all through the ice.
Yeah.
This Southern Belt Winkler crew, they're all good at Lake Winnipeg, man. Like
I know.
Like a lot of the top teams on the tour from there. How come did Master Angler switch to inches now?
Inches or centimeters? It's centimeters.
But the top two are in inches.
There's some in inches.
I don't know.
Interesting. Anyway.
Maybe. Who knows?
Master Angler will be another 20-minute segment. We'll leave that for another time.
Braden.
Ooh, the Barracuda.
He's got a Barracuda.
I like that. I like that.
First and a PB. So both at once.
Nice. Yeah.
All these kids are qualifiers for the Island Beach Custom Lures prize package for Kids Beast of the Week. You got another kid there, bro?
No, that's it. Well, I got another kid. Well, he acts like a kid, anyways. So now we'll get into the adult.
Sheldon Medinger, what a humbling weekend. We need to step it up. It's all good, brother, man. You didn't have the first weekend to work out the kinks. You guys will get them at the next one. I do not doubt it at all, brother. Glad to have you guys up there, man.
Yeah.
Barecki and his auger, because that's all he can catch. Or actually, I think Gon caught that.
Gon's only caught it for him.
Oh, Luke got a master in October. Got you, brother, man. You can submit. I got you. Okay, you can submit in either one. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Dr. Barecki. Okay, so Chris Gunn came and rescued that with a magnet. They would still have to manipulate it to get it up straight up the hole again, right?
You would have to.
That was pretty good, like how they got it out even.
So you would have to probably get it from the top end of it.
But how would you know what you're looking at? Maybe they had a Markham camera that they were using. There you go.
Well, I see a Markham Markham right. There's a Markham in the background here, so who knows? Maybe that is a camera.
Hope you decontaminate your You better have Dr. Barecki,
yeah. Look at all those zebra muscles right there.
Oh God.
In the 20 minutes that it was down there, right? Imagine if it was just covered. Holy.
Let's get to something better looking than Barecki. Jerry Esau's daughter, PB 28.5 inch.
Nice.
Well done. Good job. Great photo.
And then Jeff 204.
What's all this?
28.5, 27, 22, 22, 23, 24, 24, and a 25. That was his morning, he said.
Good enough for 14th place in the tournament. If you
fish in the river too, man.
And that's the river yet. You know
that's
what?
The river, man.
I've gotten lots of reports of the river on fire right now. Now,
fish,
relatively speaking, right? Like you're not getting skunked. You're catching
some, yeah.
You're catching supper plus some photo fish. So that's pretty good, man.
And that's open in the tournament.
It is, yep.
It is, yeah. If you want to go out there, it is open in the tournament. It is. You're right. Cool.
Jacqueline,
nice.
Again,
every week's getting.
She said she took a break from going for crappie, so they decided to go for pike.
Look at that, right?
If it's not a trophy, it's fish. 45 and a quarter. Nice work, Jackie.
Yeah,
awesome.
Luke Peters.
Yeah,
look how fat this thing is. He didn't give us the length or anything, but that thing's just a pig.
Look how tall that fish is, man.
Right now.
Look how tall it is, man. Yeah,
they are so tall right now. They're heavier than whatever charts out there, bro.
Joe Tilley, 84-inch sailfish.
Nice.
I like that one too.
You know, if there's a crappie, it would probably beat everybody, but
I am jealous. I'm jealous. Oh, that Lucas is there with 29,
bro.
29-inch walleye. There you go.
Okay, and then
Randy. God, that was Randy's practice match.
Practice fish, man. Yeah.
That's just the day before. Yeah, that's his practice fish.
32 inches. Now look at these are the ones. Remember we talk about some of the fish where they're bulging?
Yeah.
Where they, like they're popping out of their skin, like they're Arnold Schwarzenegger ones. Like, wow.
And this is one of them. And there's the scale.
Damn.
Yeah.
Woo.
So what is a 32 on the tournament?
Oh, I'll pull it up. Talk amongst yourselves.
Take a guess. Totally, what is it?
Talk.
What do you think it is?
I'm curious.
30. I think it's 13 something.
So you don't think it's cracking 14 on scale?
13.74. 13.74.
So
what did that one say?
14.
15.
Yeah.
That's close, bro. That's less than half a pound. That's close.
That's probably because it's probably got a couple of goldeye in its belly right now.
Something.
Yeah. Wow.
Who's the beast?
Well done. Well done. Devin Fosty and Brett Herekesi, the young guys that we keep calling them, they caught a 31 on the Saturday, actually. He showed me the photo and everything. It's just a day early. A day early.
That's
31.
Crazy.
Yeah. And that would have been, and legit, he showed me the picture on the board.
Yeah.
On it was it was a Cabela's board, but it was on the board. That would have been big fish. Even if you were down at the bottom, you got big fish. That's still something to hang your cap on, those. So
yep.
Yeah.
I like Randy's. I like Randy's, and I like Jerry's daughter's fish too. So
Santos. Or do we put them? We haven't done this in a long time. We could put them to a vote up on CDP.
10-4.
Okay. Those two fish, those two
walleye. We'll add one more, and then we'll get the whole popularity contest going. But whenever we do that, everyone gets a prize out of those three.
I think it'll be 1, 2, and 3.
Done.
All right.
Up on Doc Talk, brother.
Sorry, Tilly.
I did like that sailfish, bro, but walleyes will do it.
We'll end it off here for the last word. It's another episode of the Cast Egg Podcast. We're a little bit into overtime, but some cool discussion here on things here. We got some votes for the fish here and stuff. Anthony Kleinwachter didn't get mine in for Beast of the Week. A 37.5 and 20-inch girth. Really, bro? You're going to show me when I see you this week, brother, and we'll get it on there yet for next week, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were up here, right? Yeah. Nice. Yeah. Anyway, we'll talk about that. And we'll talk about where you're putting Jay and Clayton head-to-head against us on a Monday.
Yeah, what's going on with that?
We'll talk about that too, man. They did a Q&A today and some cool stuff. But final word will go. Well, let's watch this one first because this was wild. I've had this for a few weeks, but I'm sure a lot of you guys saw this one. Actually, we can talk while the video's going now, right? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Look at this guy.
Look how lucky he is, man.
I would say the guy should head right to your head. They're both going to run you over. You're going to now.
The guy's off his rocker.
I thought right there that he got, like...
Because the boat could have landed on him, right?
Yeah.
Now he's on. He's back on again. Wow.
Yeah. He got lucky, man. Lucky.
And then he ends up, like, bringing that back to shore or whatever. Like, holy jeez. Like,
I thought he was done for when it went over him, man. Thought for sure he was done. Next thing you know, like you said, he's on the boat. It's like,
but there's a lot of videos of that where I see where they're trying to get out. You got to get past those first surf waves. That's dangerous, bro, man. That's like that was me and my 12 foot in there. We're not gonna do those shotgun starts no more, man. So we're not gonna get a shotgun. Thanks, Rick, brother. Thanks, Leon, too. Leon's at work. He was supposed to be on here and ask things how we watch the point of view from watching the Q2 from the outside because he watched it. But he got some stuff there. He made that little plaque for us. That's wild. That's pretty cool. Appreciate you, brother.
And
you got over 700 likes. You did on that auger thingy.
Yeah.
But last word here is on this, Mikey. What's your take? In or out on this?
Used to get all of my fish mounted, but not anymore. I was sick of the traditional mounts. They all looked the same, and I wanted something unique. I had to showcase my fish, but in a way that nobody had ever seen before. It was then that I came up with the idea for digital taxidermy. You send me a picture of your fish, and I'll turn it into a piece of art that you can hang on your wall. I only need a photo, and it costs less than $100. The turnaround time, 5 days. I match the pattern, unique markings, and size in the scene that you choose. You can add your favorite lure and custom text to the scene so you'll remember that entire fishing trip just as it happened. So the next time you catch a nice fish, take a picture before you throw it back, send it to us, and we'll have that recreated into art so you can hang it on your wall.
I can do it myself on Photoshop.
I was thinking the same thing. Like, hey, like a picture to get a picture. I don't know about that, man.
I can take a picture.
Digital tax.
Fucking put it on my own screen.
AI generated. Yeah, I don't know. It's supposed to be it's supposed to be a copy of what you send them. Like
I would rather have a replica.
For $100, I'm out. It's a photo. I don't know. I'd rather be in the photo.
It is, yeah.
How many photos we take of our own fish?
Joe Tilly figures an 8-foot fish would have made. I'm gonna get you a digital taxidermy of that 8-footer, brother. But it will be wallet size. But I'm gonna get it for you, brother. I'm gonna take that photo. Watch, it's gonna happen. Hey, and get busted. And get busted.
Yeah. Get busted. That's right.
It's hanging in your living room. Where did you catch this walleye? Huh? Where'd you catch this? You get a ticket. Holy shit. I don't know. I'm out.
No,
I think I'm out.
Yeah.
$100. I'll just pay the subscription for a year for $100 and do all my fish.
Nah. What about this thing? One more thing then before we go. Then we're about to cash out. But check this out.
All right, here we go. Here's the reveal for lunch today.
What do we got
It smells
in there?
good.
What do we got in there?
Today we have a turkey shepherd's pie.
Oh.
Here it is off. Oh, look at that.
Ooh, that's a cute.
Crispy bottom. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Oh, he's eating good. Not catching shit, but we're eating good.
We're not catching shit, but we're eating good. So the only cooking element was the sunflower.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Is that safe, Mike? As in, like,
Not for me. It's not safe.
like you're heating up like that box.
I guess if you're sitting on the Red River anchored all day, sure. Why not?
You're not moving, I guess.
It's an aluminum box, no different than an oven.
Sounds wild, though. I don't know. That's
That's it. Eric's putting one in his boat.
Eric's gonna try it now, man.
we imagine being able to cook like right there, like an oven style. You do a pizza or something. I mean, man,
Why
I
not?
don't know.
Man, cool stuff. Cool stuff. Oh, the comments are on fire today. Once again, man, that's another episode there of the Castanet podcast. Or
Yep.
Okay, I'll play a song. I don't know what it is, but
Mike's gonna play the going out song here. Check out kickerfish.ca for more info about the tournaments. All the standings were there, payouts are there, top 10 fish and whatnot. All information about the anglers. Want to get a little background on them to handicap the next tournament on 25th. Check it out. There's all kinds of articles. I got an article that I'm going to release this week on the top lures that were used for the top 10 fish kind of thing. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be cool. And all kinds of things. I think Santos has an editorial that he's working on here.
Oh yeah, be waiting for it.
Oh, and Mike's soapbox is going to be a good article too. Mike's soapbox. I won't even filter him. I won't even mute.
You're not gonna filter him or nothing, eh?
Soapbox is going to be a good one here. So yeah, eating fuel.
Whatever.
No, brother. I don't know.
I don't know.
Points will be up on there, brother. Points will be up there right away. We'll get on that, and we'll see where guys are standing going.
And Reese, send me your mailing address, so I can ship
Get
you
that prize out.
a prize to you.
Cool.
So
all right,
man.
Jeremy Santos, Mike the Tolly, and Eric Labopo. We'll see you guys next week. Have a safe week, everybody, and go catch some fish.
Sooner or later. Bye.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna fish this week here. We're gonna do some fishing.
You fishing, bro?